What's up, everybody? So here's my real quick thoughts on the new trailer for the upcoming Saw sequel, Saw X, which will be coming out September 29th of this year. We're going to have a loaded Halloween season. We've got a Saw sequel, an Exorcist sequel, and a bunch of other movies coming out. I'm super excited for it. So right off the bat, going into this trailer, I didn't know what to expect because Saw X could be anything. It could be, we've had spin-offs, we've had prequels, we've had sequels. So where does this take place? What is this movie going to be? And going into my positives, I actually like that right away, it doesn't seem like they're trying to pull the wool over your eyes or pretend like Jigsaw is dead and then he's alive, or he's alive and he's dead, or do some spin-off or some tie everything together. It seems like right away they're showing you this takes place in between the other movies. Jigsaw's alive, Tobin Bell's in the movie, and this is going to be a personal story for him, and this is when he has cancer and he's in the hospital. So like, it seems like right away they're pretty straightforward, showing you exactly what this movie is going to be about. Obviously, I'm sure there are going to be some twists, they're going to tie something together, but for the most part, it's not like, where does this movie take place? Who are these characters? It's not as confusing as what Spiral was or what Jigsaw was. You're like, are they going to try to do something else? It seems like they're straightforward, telling you right away. And while the story is it's kind of annoying that it takes place in the middle, and there's again another like cast of characters and traps that he had time to build and create and run himself, and other people that we never heard about or didn't know, and logically doesn't make sense, but at least it seems like it's sticking to where it is, and I actually kind of appreciate that about it. And I kind of also like the story they're going with. It seems like they're not forcing a sequel by trying to just completely tie characters in for like decades. They're inventing new characters, inventing new stories, but they're like keeping it small, showing you when it is. And I think it works better if you're gonna try to invent a sequel out of nowhere with characters that are already dead. It works better to at least keep it small, keep it a personal story, and I think it'll hopefully make for a better movie. But I don't know. Other positives, I think it looks like it's fairly well shot. It looks a little bit gritty still, like Saw is supposed to, but not as like cheap looking as some of the other films, and it looks like the editing is a little better. I'm not a huge fan of some of that like Saw choppy editing. It works sometimes. I don't think it works all the time. And so this looks like it's shot a little better. The budget looks pretty good. It looks like it's lit pretty well. In addition to that, it does look like it's more period acceptable. There's not like HD screens and iPads and cell phones in it that clearly are giving away the time frame of this movie. It looks like they paid a little more attention to the set design and it's set appropriately. I mean, I could be wrong. We watched the film, but I just watching the trailer, I was like, this feels a little bit more cohesive to the time frame. Tobin Bell looks like he's great back as Jigsaw. I mean, I'm happy to see him back again. The traps, they look pretty cool, I guess, so far. The poster's good. Other than that, I don't know. It's hard to tell where it's going to really go because it's just another Saw sequel. So getting into some of the negatives right off the bat, of course, it's Saw X. And it doesn't make any sense that it's even called Saw X. As we discussed, this takes place in between some of the other sequels. So first of all, it's not a sequel that follows the last movie, so it wouldn't be Saw X even if the last movie was Saw 9. But the last movie wasn't Saw 9, the last movie was Spiral, and before that was Jigsaw, before that was Saw 3D, and then Saw 6. So we've never even had a Saw 8 or 9, so how can this be Saw X? And Spiral is it's like a different world. It's like a spin-off. It's like the same world, but like a spin-off, but it's not like a direct sequel, so it's not Saw 9, so how is this Saw X? It just doesn't make any sense. The naming kind of drives me nuts. It's like Fast and Furious movies, but whatever, they wanted to call it Saw X because it's cool, the title's right there, the poster with the big X on it, and then it's just, unfortunately, it does seem like I was really hoping that they were going to try to go back to the drawing boards. And every time they come out with a new sequel, Jigsaw, Spiral, Saw X, you think, okay, they've really got something this time. Or at least I think. I'm like, no, they wouldn't make another sequel unless they have an idea. I'm kind of giving up on that a little bit, but every time I think this little morsel of hope, oh, they're making another sequel because they've got an idea. And every single time, they just pull a storyline out of a hat and try to tie it together. Or they do some like crazy thing, even bring Chris Rock in and trying to do something different. It was sort of more of the same. And whether you like that movie or not, it was different, but at the same time, it wasn't enough to make it feel like this was worth making another movie. And so Saw X, unfortunately, is just another of those where it's like, Halloween time, doing another Saw movie. We're going to tell another story, another side story that you didn't know about from all the other sequels. So, I don't know, I'm still excited about Jigsaw, or Saw X. I mean, honestly, I didn't love all the other sequels. I don't love all the Saw movies, but I enjoy them. They're a good time. So, I'm going to see it. I'm still kind of excited about it. So, thanks for watching this, everybody. Let me know what you think about Saw X. Are you going to go see it? Are you excited about it? Do you think they're going to pull it out? Or is this going to be just another, twist at the end that makes no sense, and then we thought they were doing one thing and then they did something completely different? Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody.